How y'all doing today? My name's Anthony, this is Palmetto Prepared, and today we're going to do another episode of Tiz Biz, things you should be stashing, and we are going to discuss peanut butter. Now, I'm not going to get into certain kind of brands, I think we all have our favorite brands. If not, then, you can pick whatever. They got store brand, Skippy, Jiffy, Jif. Yeah, Jif. The organic brands and all that fun stuff. I mainly just want to talk about why you want to stash peanut butter in general. Now, one of the main things and the first point I wanted to bring up, and it is the most important, is calories. Peanut butter is very dense in calories. When I say dense, I mean it takes 2 tablespoons to get 190 calories. Now, go out foraging for greens and see how long it takes to get 190 calories from foraging. It's going to take a long time, especially for the quality of calories that you're getting. Now, peanut butter is like 70% fats. So by volume. Now, it's very high in protein in comparison in terms of weight, but the main thing that it has in there is fats. And then the specific type of fat I'm talking about is oleic acid. Now, oleic acid is a healthy monounsaturated fat, usually found in olive oil. So, and when it comes down to like the health benefits of olive oil, you can usually throw peanut butter in the same boat, because it's the same type of fats that are in olive oil that there's in peanuts. Because peanuts, I know that the sound nut is in there, but it's actually a legume like a bean. So it's not a nut as much as it's a bean. Now, with that being said, I know there's a lot of people with allergies out there. So if you have a peanut allergy, then this is something you should not be stashing. But if you do have a peanut allergy, you're probably not watching this video anyway. So another thing I wanted to hit on is it's very rich in vitamins. Now, I'm not going to get into percentage of daily value or whatever, but I'm just going to let you know that it's high in vitamin E, niacin, vitamin B6, folate, magnesium, copper, manganese, potassium, and dietary fiber. Now, the bigger ones is magnesium, potassium, manganese, and dietary fiber, because those are needed often, especially if you plan on doing a lot of work outside. And if we are in a situation, SA shift scenario, or in a situation where you're going to have to eat your stash, then you're probably going to be doing a lot of movement and a lot of activity, and you're going to need things like potassium, magnesium, and whatnot. So keep that part in mind. Now, it is high in protein. When I say it's high in protein, I mean like per weight, it's very high, but not as much as like a lean meat. However, there is one thing that I wanted to mention when I say proteins. We are missing one amino acid to make a complete protein profile, and that one being methionine. Yeah, it's missing that amino acid, but that's just because it's vegan, or it's a vegetable-based protein. Vegetable-based proteins don't have that. So that's why you see a lot of vegans and vegetarians who are deficient. Now, it's not one of those things that's like going to kill you by not having that, because like I said, there are a lot of vegetarians and vegans that are deficient in this, and there's actually been scientific research thrown about there from doing this research in this video that particular amino acid could have something to do with cancer cells. I didn't really get into it. I don't really want to discuss that on this video. That can be for another health conversation, but I'm just giving you a heads up that it's high in protein except for that one amino acid. So let's keep that part in mind. So the main reasons why I wanted to bring this up in my Tiz Biz situation, or my Tiz Biz videos, is it's high in calories. So that's the best part about this, and why you should stash some. It doesn't take very much to get a good amount of calories. So aside from the fact that it's very dense in calories, it's inexpensive. And being inexpensive, and especially if you can go to your grocery store and buy in bulk, or buy one get one, that kind of deal, you got your deals all the time. So it can be very inexpensive to stash a lot of it away. Now, like I said, I'm not very brand loyal, but Skippy and Jif, I do prefer natural instead of the whatever kind, just because I like to have as little stuff in there as possible, less chance of things going bad. This one, let's see, this one, roasted peanuts, sugar, palm oil, and salt. See, you don't need to have palm oil or sugar in your peanut butter, so if you actually have the ways to get peanuts, like either grow them yourself or someone around you does grow them, then peanut butter can be made easily by just grinding down peanuts and adding salt, because the oils in the peanuts are going to make the butter. So, but they like to put palm oil and sugar in there to make it taste a little better and to increase the volume, so they can, obviously the commercial can sell it, that kind of fun stuff. So just keep that one in mind. You don't need to add all that fun stuff in there. But the one drawback of having fats, especially adding palm oil, is it lowers the shelf life, so it's not going to be that 20-year peanut butter that you want to anticipate. So if you want to get around that, the best thing I can imagine doing would be to grab some sort of powdered peanut butter. This is actually chocolate peanut butter or chocolate peanut powder, because I throw this in my protein shakes. That way I don't have to add any kind of chocolate to it. But the good thing about powdered peanuts is they don't have all the fats in there to go rancid, so it probably has a longer shelf life in comparison. However, I don't think it's going to make a big difference, because people don't. That's the whole part of having peanut butter, or peanuts in general, is they're high in fat. So the whole point of powdered versus normal, we can talk about the pluses and minuses there. But one of the main things I really wanted to hit on with this video, because I'm trying to keep it short, is the fat aspect of it. It's really good to stash away, especially if you are in an area with a lot of game meat that's very lean. So say you have a lot of rabbit, or you raise rabbits. You ever heard of something called rabbit starvation, where you eat too much lean meat and your body's not getting any fats, so you end up dying of starvation, rabbit starvation? That's what I'm talking about. You can stash peanut butter, and that's your fat aspect. So there's other ways around it besides just doing peanut butter, but peanut butter is an easy way to supplement that. And the last thing I really wanted to hit on in this video, to keep it short, is the satiated feeling you get from eating it. Now, I remember when I was still in the military, and I was into bodybuilding and working out, and really hardcore into dieting and getting that physique. One of the things that really was unfortunate, and it sucked, let's just say it sucked with dieting, was that you're always hungry. And your body's always, needing, because you're obviously trying to lower your body fat intentionally, I know. But going to sleep, for me, I don't know how y'all are, but for me, it's very hard to go to sleep when I'm hungry. So one of the best things that I could do up until, a certain amount of time out would be to take a big giant scoop of peanut butter and eat that. And just one scoop of peanut butter would make me feel full, or at least take away that hunger pain for long enough so I can go to sleep. So if you are, let's say, in a grid down scenario, or some scenario where you need to jump into your stash, and say you are going to bed hungry, I don't know if y'all are like me where it's hard to go to bed hungry. One of the best things to do is take a scoop, of peanut butter, and boom, it'll knock out that craving, that food craving, just long enough to where you can go to sleep and not have to worry about that problem. So I'm sorry I ran over a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I wanted to get all that out there. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, or smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and if you have anything else you want to add about peanuts, drop it down in the comment section below. With that being said, I'll catch y'all later, okay? Bye.